How fast can a horse actually run? Their speed depends on different circumstances, their breed and fitness levels coming heavily into play regarding their abilities. When was the longest distance road trip you have ever experienced? Distance is the total length between two positions or things. How fast can you run? We will measure its time. When the quantity is measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. In today's lesson, we will learn how to calculate speed, distance and time and apply such knowledge in every scenario. Come, let's learn together. Our first example. John bought a new car. He drove his car from Cebu City to Dabantayan, Cebu at a speed of 38 km per hour, for a total of 4 hours. How far did he travel? We have seen the map and discovered its route. The first point of its location is from Cebu City to the other position in Dabantayan. We then calculate how far John travels from one point of position to the other position or destination. We are looking at how far. It means the distance he travels. But let's define first what is distance. Distance is an amount or length of space between two things or positions. In the metric system of measurement, the most common units of distance are kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. Either speed, distance, or time can be computed using the following equation. The formula to solve distance is speed times time. Now, let's go back to the example. Given the speed of 38 km per hour and the time that is 4 hours. We use the equation. Distance equals speed times time. Substitute the equation, distance is 38 km per hour, times 4 hours. 38 times 4. Let's do the operations. Together. 38 times 4. 4 times 8 equals 32. Regroup, bring down the first digit 2, carry 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. Plus 3 equals 15. So, 38 times 4 is equal to 152. Now, let's cancel both the unit, hours, and retain the unit, kilometers. The answer is that John traveled 152 kilometers. Let's have another example. A horse can run 55 km per hour. How far can a horse travel in 3 hours? Again, we use the equation and follow the operation. Distance equals speed times time. For the speed we have 55 km per hour, times time which is 3 hours. Multiply 55 times 3. Yes. 165. Cancel both the unit hours. And retain the unit kilometers. So, the answer is that the horse can travel 165 kilometers in 3 hours. Let's have this example. A car covered a distance of 600 kilometers for 8 hours. Find the speed of the car. We deal about the speed in this example. Therefore, let's learn more about speed. Speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. Speed can be thought of as the rate at which an object covers distance. In the system international, the most common units of speed are meters per second, kilometers per hour, and miles per hour. We have here the equation to solve for the speed, speed equals distance divided by time. Let's go back to the example. We will apply the formula to solve the problem. Speed equals distance divided by time. In the given we have 600 kilometers speed divided by the time 8 hours. 600 divided by 8 is equal to 75. We copy the unit of measures for both distance and time. Kilometers per hour. The answer is that the car traveled 75 kilometers per hour. The next example we have. Mark jogged a distance of 24 kilometers from the public market to his home for 3 hours. Find his speed. To find the speed, we use the equation speed equals distance divided by time. We have 24 kilometers the distance. Divided by 3 hours for the time. 24 divided by 3. Yes, 8. Copy the unit of measure kilometers per hour. So, our answer is that Mark's speed is 8 kilometers per hour. Here are some examples of problems related to time. Sean must travel a total of 80 kilometers at 40 kilometers per hour. How many hours did it take to complete his journey? This problem talks about the time taken to complete Sean's journey. Therefore, we solve for time. Time is the quantity measured or measurable period during which an action, process, or condition exists or continues. Some of the basic units of time are second, minute, hour, day, week, month, and year. We use the equation, time equals distance divided by speed. We estimate time using different units depending on the span of time we are trying to measure. For example, we measure the time we take to climb one flight of stairs in seconds. The time we take to brush our teeth in the morning can be measured in minutes. The time we spend sleeping in a day can be measured in hours. So, the unit that we choose to measure time depends on the span of time that we want to measure. Let's go back to our example. To find the time, we use the formula. Time equals distance divided by speed. Given the distance, 80 kilometers, divided by the speed, which is 40 kilometers per hour. 80 divided by 40 is equal to 2. Next, we cancel kilometers, the common unit of measures. And the unit measure we have, hours. The answer to this problem is that Sean has completed his journey in 2 hours. Let's have another example. James covers 300 kilometers by motorbike at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Find the time taken to cover this distance. Again, we use the formula for finding the time. Time is equal to distance divided by speed. 300 kilometers is covered by the motorbike. This refers to the distance. 60 kilometers per hour refers to the speed. 300 divided by 60. Yes. 5. Let's cancel the same units, and retain the unit, hours. The answer is that James took 5 hours to cover 300 kilometers, by motorbike at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. Excellent job. Let's get to the key things to remember. Great job! Now that you are ready, let's learn more. Try to solve these word problems. Once you're done, you may check your answers on the description down below. Good luck!